Greetings, this is Ron Smalik and I am playing a retro game from my childhood. This is M.U.L.E by Ozark Softscape. This was one of the very first multiplayer resource management and economy games that existed. It was certainly one of the first that I played back in 1983 from Electronic Arts. Now this game was originally designed by Danielle Bunten for the Atari 400 and 800 series machines. It was a little bit later ported over to the Commodore 64. That's where I spent many hours populating and growing the planet Irata. And it was eventually ported over to the Nintendo Entertainment System as well. This game inspired a lot of the games that we play even today. Just a couple things of note. The Sims was once dedicated by Will Wright to the memory of Danny Bunten. The M.U.L.E theme song was included as an Easter egg in the game Spore by Will Wright. And even in StarCraft 2, there is a unit that you can bring in called the M.U.L.E, which helps with mining. So I'll put links in the description to where you can learn a little bit more about it. And let's check this game out because I love this game. So the very first thing is I'm going to change the option from beginning, standard, or tournament. I'm going to go ahead and choose standard. The difference there is the number of options available, the number of sort of uses for your different resources, and the number of months or turns that take place. Unfortunately, I'm going to play this one by myself, so let's put that down to one Planeteer, and that means I'm going to be competing against 3 computers. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the start button. And by the way, I love the soundtrack to this game. It's going to ask me to press my joystick button to continue. Then it's going to cycle through some color choices and allow me to choose what color I want to be. Green is my favorite color. And I get to pick my species of Planeteer. Now the Mectron in the upper left-hand corner, basically an evolved form of robotic mutation is what it says there. This is the computer species. The next species is the Gollemer. Their goal is to get as much land as possible. The Packer, I think these guys get some sort of bonuses at farming in tournament mode. The Spheroids, I don't exactly know if any of these characters actually get bonuses or not. The Humanoid is considered an expert species. They start with $400 less than everyone else. The Legite, I don't know again what their special is or if they even really have a special, but they look very similar to the Flapper. Now the Flapper is for beginners. They get an extra $600 to start. Last but not least is the Bonzoid from the Armpool Galaxy. And the Bonzoids are supposedly better in mountains, therefore mining, so I'm going to go ahead and choose the Bonzoids. Yes, I am a green ape, so there are the 3 Mectrons controlled by the computer and myself. The first thing that happens is our ship comes and lands us on the planet Irata. Take a good look at the word Irata and you will see an Easter egg. Yes, even back in these old games there were Easter eggs. Now, in between each turn, we basically see a leaderboard. I am at the bottom right now, and basically, you can see that we all have we all have the same score, and then there's a total score for our colony. So in standard mode, not only are we going to get judged individually at the end, but our colony is going to get judged overall. The ship will be back in 12 months, and you can see a river running vertically through the middle. You can see a number of mountains, and that big black thing in the middle is the store. First thing that happens is land grant. You have to click your button when it goes on the piece of land that you want. Oh, the computer took the piece of land that I wanted. There we go. Now I'm the last one, and I got a river. Rivers are good for farming. Hills or mountains in this game are actually good for mining, and then flatland are good for energy. Now, the computer got a random event. The mischievous Black Elves broke into his storage shed and stole half of his food. So he is going to get a shortage of time for his turn. This is turn-based, but there is a time limit. And as I said, he put a mining operation on his mountains and then won some money gambling. Second computer got a positive random event. Wandering space travel repaid your hospitality by leaving 2 bars of smith ore. Smith ore is the mineral that you get by mining in all of the different games. There is a additional mineral called crystite in the tournament game. The last computer, wow, they're lucky today. He got a positive as well. Charity from your homeworld took pity on you and sent $75. So he's going to place a mule of some kind, and then he's going to gamble. He put an energy, so we've got a food, an energy, and a mining out right now. Now I'm going to press my stick button to start. You can see on the far right is my time. I've gone in here and got a mule, and I'm going to outfit this mule for food, or farming I should say. Then I'm going to take it to that plot of land and get right on the little house and install the mule. Now I could head back in and go to the pub, which would end my turn, but I'm going to wait to see if I see a little yellow dot. There it is in the upper left hand corner. That is the wumpus. So throughout my game you're going to see me waiting around my mountains to try to hunt and catch the wumpus, which is a classic game. It was remade for the TI 99-4A when I was a kid. The pub ends my turn. That's where I win some gambling money, and then a random event happens. It is a meteor strike. I don't think that has any use in this game except to obliterate whoever mule and property it lands on. At the end of the production phase, you can see I earned 4 food, as did the light blue computer above the store. The red computer got 3 smith ore, and we go to an auction screen. So it's going to show us how much smith ore everybody has. The store has 8. At the top, you can see 85. That is how much the store sells smith ore. At the bottom, you see 50, and you can see the 2 computers are bringing that line down, and they're going to sell smith ore to the store for $50 each. If I wanted to buy smith ore, I would move this line up until it meets the seller's line, and I would be buying smith ore at 85, which I don't want. You can see I've got 0 units traded and 957. Now these auctions take place at the end of every turn. So we've all eaten our food, there shouldn't be any spoilage, and only 2 of us are going to gain. So I have a surplus of 2, as does that computer, and the other 2 computers have a total of 5. Now let's see how many units the store has. The store has 8 units. Oh, and so I'm going to want to sell this time, but I'm going to wait up here at the 50, because they need food or else their time's going to run out. Now I've sold my overstock of food. The store has sold 1 unit of food, so it's going to have 7 next turn. Basically, one of my main strategies is to get a bunch of food and let them wipe out the store supply so that I'm the only source of food and hopefully energy. Computer plays a very different game, but we'll see how that turns out in the end. 6 energy produced. We are all at a deficit of 1, so we're each going to need to buy some energy. And the most I'm going to have to pay is 45. I'm hoping that I can get him to come down to 10, but that may not. Nope, he's at critical. So if I want my 1 energy, I'm going to have to buy it from the store. That's fine. It's only 1. Not a big deal. Not ideal. Those computers got a much better deal than I did, but it's only round 1. And at the end of the 4 auctions, it is time for the leaderboard. I have moved up from tied for first. I guess I've moved down to 3rd place. You can basically see I'm doing okay in the money arena. I have a little bit less land than the dark blue or the top guy because he's got the mountains. And we're tied for goods, so it's a pretty close race right now. Here goes the land grant section, and this time I'm going to go for that mountainous region to the right of the purple energy. Oh, and it was stolen from me. Oh, and I ended up getting a crud location because I pressed my button too late. Okay, a land auction. Now, it starts at 160. That's not a bad price for land. I don't like to go very high on land, but I love to push these guys up in their prices. Now, let's see how high I can get this guy to go. And I got to be careful because they're pretty tricky. Because sometimes they will actually try to screw me with the land. There, I made him buy it for 440. I don't know if that land is really worth 440. This computer seems to think so. He wants some more land because he knows he's getting beat in land. Let's just see how high I can push him up safely. I'm always afraid he's going to screw me at the last minute because I've had that happen. 544, so they just spent half their fortune on extra land. Let's see if he even has enough turn to populate both mules. Looks like he did. Sometimes I've seen the computer not be able to sustain their own land. And how about this guy? He's got to go pretty far to get to those two plots. Alright, he did it. Well, so I'm going to be behind in land this turn, that's for sure. Oh, what did I get? Something good. You found a dead moose rat, so that's basically a cash prize. What did I get? 50 bucks. Alright, so my extra land is a energy flat land. There's no river there, there's no mountains there to mine, so I'm best going off with the with this mule. And if I miss this little house, oh, there's the Wumpus. Can I get him? Oh, now he's over there. Now he's over there. If I misplace the mule, he will run away, and I don't want to do that because that's basically out of money. Although there is a strategy where you basically purposely get rid of all the mules in the store. Don't let the store get any smith ore, which is what's used to make more mules. And well, that wasn't such a great eventful turn, but let's see what the computer's doing. He's pretty much in the same boat as me, actually. We're going to need to catch up. Okay, food output is up from the acid rainstorm. That's a good sign. That means I'm going to get some extra food, although I'm going to lose out on some energy. Doesn't affect the smith ore production. Although you see that computer down in the bottom right only has one dot of mining. I don't know why he would put smith ore on open plains like that. I guess it's because he already has a different energy station. So I didn't produce any smith ore. Not too interested in purchasing it for 57. That seems a little bit steep to me. I don't like to buy things over 50, at least not smith ore, but that just means the store is going to have a lot of smith ore, and I think that means that mules are going to cost less next turn, so I guess it benefits everyone, right? I certainly don't want to go up there and buy it for 92. Time is up. Auction number 3. Alright, everyone ate their food. Nothing spoiled. We've got some more production this time. So they're going to need to buy at least one from me or from the store. And I really don't... Well, I really want to be... Yeah. I got about as much as I could. I don't want him to sell to the store, darn it. What I probably could have done was bought out all the food from the store and then start starving these guys out. But I do want my colony to succeed overall, so it's a tough choice. Tough choice for a green monkey. Alright, we have some energy. The store has got 7. Now that's interesting. That they are interested in my excess energy. I'm at critical level. He bought 2 from the store. This guy really doesn't want to pay for energy. He knows he's low on gold, but if he doesn't have that energy, he's not going to be able to produce anything next turn. Alright, so the store is going to be depleted of energy pretty soon. Let's see the standings. Okay, I moved up into second place. That's respectable. Let's see how much of a lead I have over that purple guy. I suspect it's pretty close. Oh, it is very close. Look at that. All of us are within 20 points of each other. Okay, I need to get myself a Smith-Orr plot, and I have done so I'm a happy camper. Or I guess I should say a happy settler. And I'm going to be second. Let's see if... nobody wants that plot, huh? 484? That seems fairly reasonable compared to what they paid for their other plots. Although they have no money, that's why I got it. Okay. I think this is actually the first time I've been playing this game quite a bit the last 3 days. And this is the first time I've actually tried for and won a land auction. No specials for me. I want to populate the Smith-Orr first. And hopefully I will have time to hit both of the spots. I think I will. Whoops. It's probably a good thing I went down because I avoided the mountain, which would slow me down. I'm about halftime. If I go for this other mule, I don't think I'm going to make it back to the pub. That's what I think is about to happen here because the timer is ticking, but I don't want to lose this mule. And that energy production is worth more to me than the pub. Oh, it's going to be a race for the pub. Closing time, I made it. $55 gambling. Alright, so I'm going to fast forward through... Oh, he won something. What did he win here? A distant relative died and left you inheritance. Okay. Now look at that. He's got a bunch... Oh, he ran out of time changing his mules to Smith-Orr. Usually don't see that till late in the game, but... Well, they are not going for energy. Look at that. I'm going to have a... Aha! Mining production half of normal, so... It definitely impacts them a lot more than me. Although, wait a minute. Where did my mining mule go that was up in the right-hand corner? Whoa, what just happened there? Did I not put a mining mule up there? That really stinks, people. Alright, I am going to buy one for 50. That I'll be willing to do. And that's it. Just one. Huh. Well, something went wrong. I think that's a bug with this version of the game. I'm upset. Now I'm definitely behind them because I should have created some Smith-Orr this turn. And I know that I can create more than one mule per turn, so... Alright, we have a situation where he's going to be going after the store's food, and I'm tempted... Oh, they're both coming up. Is that right? I'm tempted to let him buy out the store if he's so inclined, because I don't want that store to have a bunch of extra food in it. I want to have the monopoly on food here. And once all the store's units go down, they can just keep jacking that price up and up and up and up until it's selling for like 100, 200 per food. That's when I really get control of this colony. You see, I have a green thumb. Get it? Okay, energy production. I am in pretty good shape. I'll be able to cover part of their surplus, and the store's got the other four. So I'm going to let them buy out the store. And then let's see how high they're willing to come. Now, hopefully the guy who needs 5 is going to buy first and then push the other guy up. Yep, look at this. They're racing each other. One of them needs to get my remaining energy. And they are willing to pay for it, aren't they? That's as high as he's going to go. I'm happy with that. I just made back my 50 on that Smith-Orr. One thing I don't know is I don't know the point cost of goods, but look at this development, people. The apes have risen. Rise of the Planet of the Apes. I am in the lead by, what, almost 200 points? But I can't get too comfortable because I could very easily lose that. There is one more plot that I want with Smith ore on it, and I missed it. The next plot I want is that top river. Okay, I don't want that. Nobody else wants it. In fact, nobody else can really afford it, so that land's going to go back to the land distribution. Auction is over. And I need, this time, I'm just going to go for my Smith ore mule. I don't know what happened to that second mule last time. I think that's a bug because it wasn't supposed to disappear. I got gypped out of a mule, and now I'm afraid to put my next mule out on that land over there. So I'm just going to have an empty, unproductive land, which kind of stinks, but nothing I can do about it. Where's that Wumpus? He's way over there. Alright, I'll get you one of these days, Wumpus.